same time using Desmos. That's what you see to the left. Here's the two lines. And we had a question, what is similar about these two lines? Well, they have the same x-intercept. -2, 0 is a point that they share. What's different about the two lines? Well, among other things, they have different y-intercepts and they have different slopes. One has a y-intercept at 0, 4. The other one has a y-intercept at 0, -6. So in class, the next graph was assigned. And if you could get there, the third graph. So the minimum you need to do is up to number 2. I'm going to leave that out of the video and let you do that on Desmos. Next, we went to the set. We have 5 stories and 5 graphs, and we're trying to match them up. So the first one says the amount of money in a savings account where regular deposits and some withdrawals are made works well with this one. We're going up. It's discrete because when the bank has your money doesn't change. And then the withdrawal is when it went down. B says the temperature of the oven on a day that mom bakes several batches of cookies. Well, 7 works well with that one. Maybe each rise and fall is a batch of cookies. But more likely than not, that could be the thermostat, turning the oven on and off to maintain a fairly constant temperature. Or maybe every time mom opens the door of the oven, the temperature goes down. Either way, it's number 7. C, the amount of gasoline on hand at the gas station before a tanker truck delivers more. That works well with 11. Why isn't this a straight line? Well, different people use different amounts of gasoline. And on different days, there might be different rates of gasoline taken. Now that leaves D, watermelons are delivered to a farmer's market every Saturday morning. The number of watermelons available for sale on Thursday. This has been constantly going down because people have been buying watermelons. By the way, it is number 9. And it is discrete because when you buy a watermelon, you buy a watermelon. You get the whole thing. And number 8, the amount of mileage recorded on the odometer of a delivery truck over a period of time. The odometer is the thing on the dashboard that keeps track of how many miles the car has been driven. So it's constantly increasing. Well, it's not constantly increasing. There is a wave to it, but it is increasing. And different days, maybe the delivery truck driver drives different amounts each day. So that's why it's not a straight line. Okay, so that was the set. And then the last thing we said was, and we skipped over this one, we looked at the go. Now there's 3 ways that you can solve an equation. Step 1, or number 1, method number 1 is called guess and check. That's where you look at a problem, like we're going to look at number 14, and we want to guess what the value of x is. Now using a calculator, we could check our guess. If we're wrong, we just keep guessing. So this one is 5. 10 to the 5th power is 100,000. So we know it's the answer because simply it works. It makes the statement true. A second method of solving an equation is the step-by-step method. We did this in the last unit. Number 17 is a good example of the step-by-step method. So if we add 8 to both sides, there's the first step. So 5x is 45. And then divide by 5. We've used 2 steps to come up with the answer. Method number 3, we're going to use 15 to look at that. Think of this as the left side of the equation is one graph. The right side of the equation is another graph. We're going to graph them both at the same time, and where the two graphs cross each other, that's the solution. Just put in the right side of the equation, 3x plus 7, and it will graph the line for you anyway. You don't have to have y equals. And then we'll put in 5x minus 21. And we're looking for the place where the two lines cross each other. So we'll move up here and right about there. 1449. But remember, we're solving for x, so the x value is 14, and that's the solution. And this would be called the graph method. Okay, that's it for now. This is the required work that you need to do for credit. We'll see you next time.